All right, my new recording has begun. Episode number whatever this one is, I don't know. Man, I hope we can get them to join. That's pretty awesome. Let's look at their. Yeah, so they'll be pretty easy to convert. So we want to reduce resistance first, and they don't have a lot of resistance either. So that's really nice. This is gonna be a great one shot, one kill. 5. Yeah, I think 5 is the right one. Maybe build a wall there just to slow down breachers again. Yeah, I might do that. At least it'll give us a little bit of extra time. Rose, go ahead and grab that component. Is that the minigun pawn? Might just be. Might just be. Prediction on how long it takes to convert. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Not too long. Oh, there's 5 components right there. Nice. I didn't even notice that. Why reduce resistance specifically? So what I like to do is I like to get them ready to recruit first, and then I like to convert them. And the reason why is if you convert them first, sometimes while you're breaking their resistance to recruit, they'll actually have a crisis of faith and they'll revert to another ideology aside from yours. And I want them as our ideology when they join. So I'm going to reduce the resistance so they're ready to join almost immediately. And then I'm going to convert them. And as soon as they convert to our ideology, then we'll recruit them. So that's the main reason. Yeah, you do get more social experience as well, but that's the primary reason I'm doing it in this case. Yeah, did the caravan muffalo that got shot die? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It's a good plan. Yeah, I was doing it the other way previously, so I was converting people, and then I set them to recruit after they converted. But a lot of times before we actually recruited, they would switch ideologies again, which is annoying. Yeah, unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Chain shotgun, Bard. Gonna take that home with you? Yes, you are, whether you like to or not. All right, we'll get that cleared out. As soon as the prisoner is recruited, we'll turn that into our ritual room. We'll recruit some more. Probably get up to 10 pawns and then chill out again. Probably get to about 10, and then we'll work on getting to things like recon armor, cataphract helmet. It's affected by getting down by a faction that wasn't us. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so, but it is pretty low. So. Why no door for that wall? For this one? So initially the reason I wasn't doing it was because I thought they only got the 25%. So the way that this reads is 25% outdoor dark shooting bonus, but then further down they also get it for indoor dark. So at first I wanted this to be outdoors, but now the reason why is these make a lot of heat. These pump out so much heat. So when I had a door there, this got so hot that these were destroying themselves. So now I have it venting out into the open. Probably strip mine a map so fast, yeah. 1 command for 2 clips, that's right. So Jet Monkey, Olaf, welcome in. A party, nice. Don't need you guys going down here anymore. So I gotta pop open the caskets in there. Probably the next spring. Why no door for that wall? I don't know. I mean, I guess we probably won't ever really need to come up here, but it's like a little bit more wealth and materials and building. And it's just gonna get destroyed anyway. But yeah, no specific reason really. Okay, well, violence, 69 years old. Nice. Can't join us though. I'm sorry. Too old. Too old. And too incapable of fighting. Ageism. That's right. Don't worry, we'll get back to the cannibal, geriatric cannibals at some point. 6.1. Okay. I have an awful prison. Oh man, I really don't want to smooth that out, but I might. I think I'm going to. I mean, eventually it's going to be a ritual room anyway, so we're doing that at some point. It's being wet in the cold zone. Equal frostbite. Frozen limbs. Does it stop bleeding? So frostbite, I don't think is related to water. I'm not 100% sure with it, but you can get frostbite just for being in the cold if you don't have protection. And it doesn't stop bleeding. In fact, on the health thing, it will show those parts starting to bleed from the frostbite, which I guess just means it's getting damaged. Do I not need to convert the prisoner first? No, I'm not. So I was just talking about that, actually. Someone else asked. But if you convert them first, then if it takes a while to recruit, they can have a crisis of faith and revert to a different ideology before they become a colonist. So what I like to do is reduce resistance to 0 first so they're ready to be recruited. Then I convert them to the ideology, and then I recruit them immediately after so that we don't have that period of time where they might convert to someone else. Don't smooth, Terry floor. Nah, it's fine. Endo, thank you for the follow. Oh, she just leveled down and shooting. Is difficulty and you're still losing pawns? Low wealth, that's the thing. Keep low wealth. We're keeping like 50,000 wealth for a very, very long time. Not quite forever, but close to it. Start real fast, they don't use their skill, yeah. Hers will go up pretty quickly because she's very neurotic, so. Yeah, we could do that. Hoopstone and horseshoes and billiards all give shooting experience, so we'll throw that in there. I guess we'll also give her a table. I usually have been doing that, but. What else do we have? Sandstone. Cargo pods. Cargo pods. What's in the cargo pods? Wake up. Skill accrued by work performed or by game tick spent doing the activity. So it's based on ticks. So if they work slower, they get more experience up to the cap that day. So for instance, making them work in a dark environment, unless it's been changed, making them work in a dark environment because it takes longer to get the things done, they'll actually end up getting more experience from the activity in the long run. Don't get bad they won't use it for recreation, the colonists won't. If it's in they won't use recreation or meditate in a prison. Depends on the activity as well. So for instance, like medical. That's a good point. Sorry at 5.2. We need to get this stuff moved out. Cold dark tailoring bench for grinding levels.
A resplendent offering.
Fairly hard. Thank you for the $25 donation. It cost me 24 USD to give 1,000 bits. Gonna cut out the middleman. Thank you for streaming. It'd be awesome. Thank you, Fairly Hard. I appreciate it. Yeah, that is definitely the way to do it if you don't mind using PayPal. Yeah, cut out the middleman. Cut Twitch out. Thank you, Fairly Hard. I appreciate it, man. I wasn't expecting that, but helps a ton. I'm sure you know. A TV and telescope for the blind people. I don't know. Someone else is asking that too. It's like, can the blind people actually watch the TV? 5 minerals to move. Yes. Yeah, it's brutal. All right, transport pod is done. That's going to be amazing. We need to get to the point where we can make our own components, but I think I'm going to knock out deep drilling first. Ground penetrating scanner is going to scan inside the mountain most of the times, but we can actually dig to some of those places now, so it's not as bad. Yeah, we'll do that. There's a mod that shows pod launcher range when selecting the colony tile. Not that I know of. There probably is, but not one that I know of. Go sun lamp out in the field for the anima tree respawn. No, it already respawns.
Welcome back.
It's far away.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly
Derek,
appreciated.
31 months. Thank you, Derek. Almost a whole year without cutting out the middleman. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. Recon armor basically worse than flak armor. It depends on quality. So, in fact, if you get like a Thrombophore duster plus flak vest, pants, and a button-down shirt, that is better defensively than most power armors, depending on the quality. So, yeah, it just depends, as usual. And lower wealth altogether. But yeah, Thrombophore duster with flak vest is an insane combo that we might aim for next time there's some thrombos in the map. Yeah, flak and duster, especially Thrombophore. A shuttle is taking damage. We're going to accept this because even if we don't save them, we can get components from the crash shuttle. So, Sven, how you looking? Trigger happy. It's not too bad. Cataracts in both eyes. He's 66 years old. All right. So we're just gonna let them fight for themselves. Is that biocoded? There's a minigun that's not biocoded. Wait, no, it says biocoded on it. I forgot that they actually put it in the menu, not in the options. It's like, let's not get too excited. Let's read first. Sometimes they're not biocoded. There's another one though. Biocoded. Yeah, no such luck. Earlier we had someone that didn't have a biocoded, they had a lance, charge lance that wasn't biocoded. Good luck, guys. Sven is bisexual, that's true. Maybe he'd like the biphasic schedule even more. Like, wait, this is not what I thought you meant by biphasic schedule. Was a tech that you could research that you could remove biocoding from weapons. Yeah, you can still smelt them at least, but yeah. You're gonna trace the fight. This should be interesting. Yeah, there's three miniguns. He's also part of 2 religious sects. Let's go on. Password. Welcome in. Here we go. They might actually win. 12 pirates. Let's see. Back to work, King Loser. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, this melee got on top of him. What are you doing? What's wrong with the... They did not win. Spoilers. Shield belts. Put in some work there. Man, that's pretty close to the bottom of the map. Don't like that. Yeah, the sword was biocoded to you yet. But we mainly did it to get those components. What happened to the tree? There's a clip of it, but long story short, we put down a... Doomsday rocket? Oh, it's 2. Just 1 Doomsday and 1 triple. Oh. Was there no ceiling there? Oh, I accidentally removed the ceiling. Christ. We have shock lance though. Might go for the cluster. I don't know. We also have the low shield, so we should be okay. Yeah, Insanity Lance, yeah, which is better overall. All right, well, that's taken care of. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but... Are they gonna take out those mortars? Nope. That could be a problem. I should move that door. We're gonna take out the mortars. We have more barrels though, but... It's unfortunate. Seems like we need to move those down here. Alright, we had to use one of our lances, but that's alright. It's worth it. And we got the barrels back too. Not a big deal. So let's put those further away from the entrance. In case that ever happens again. Put them down here. We'll do an extra wall for them too. Alright. Alright, what you got going on? Nimble Mascus, 11 plants. Nimble Mascus. Happy. Creepy breathing, 9 owl, 12 shooting. I don't need you. Alright. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. It's alright. Still got 2 get out of jail free cards. You have to use. Saul, thank you for the follow. File mail, thank you as well. Let's go ahead. Tello, Mind Freeze, welcome in. Has every raid been a sapper or a breach? Just about, yeah. I don't know what it is. I've been saying that ever since 1.3. I get like nothing but breaches. You technically deconstruct and rebuild mortars for the full 20 shots. You would lose some materials, yeah, but I guess the barrel would stay intact. It's crazy that fungus. Yeah, it's not a big deal still, but. All right, let's bring these in. So what happened to you? Oh, you're actually bleeding. It's because you got lit on fire, right, Bard? Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I'm working on, yeah. Girls are pretty low HP, yep. It was out in the middle of trying to upload a file for work. That sucks. Any idea why it went out? Yeah, you get the barrel back, but it's got however many shots left. You don't get any extras from that. All right, I need to change this where that wall is. That was pretty scary. All right, that'll help. Whoops, he just now built that. Yeah, now that we don't need it there anymore. Next run, you won't have any invigorated animals. Feel like it's hard to get the good mood buff and really easy to get the bad ones. Yeah, I'm not too invigorated this time either. I basically felt the same way. How you doing up there? They're at 4.5, not too bad. It's tossing great. I could see it in my head. I was like, if that blows up, he's taking out all of these. Mojo, thank you for the follow. Mojo and Jotter, welcome in. Yeah, that's unfortunate about these mortars, but at least you got the barrels. What do you think is a good time to assign the ideology roles? Whenever you can keep them happy with the extra mood hit. So when you give them those roles, they're going to have 2 tiers higher expectations. So you need to be able to keep them happy. But as long as you can do that, use them whenever. It's storming. Plenty of thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. Galileo. Why not assign the crafting specialist? Because he's doing other stuff right now as well. And we're not crafting anything that we really need the higher quality on. So it will just up our wealth right now. But I will assign it later when we start making like our recon armor, marine helm, charge rifles, that sort of stuff. All for tonight, Cipri. Pasta bolognese, homemade garlic bread. Anything nice planned for dinner? I'm gonna make the garlic chicken thing that we're all obsessed with lately. So we have it once a week. So tonight is spicy garlic chicken. Capable of caring, staggeringly ugly, great memory, lazy. See if you can get your venerated animals to labs. Yeah, you can, yeah. It's really good, yeah. Especially lose access to skills outside of their socialization, social, and arts. Yeah, it depends. Some of them, like the shooting specialist, for instance, can still do research and deal with animals. All right, so let's do this again. Explosive shells, critical zone, build roof area. Okay. Yeah, the dogs are really squishy, so they die quickly. It's the only downside. Build plant specialist day 1. Immediately after crash landed pods. They actually getting masterwork construction 6. Legendary bed. It has 150. Yeah. The downside is the extra wealth. Yeah. Have door coming into the storage area as opposed to hallway and skin fuel. You mean a door between these two? I was using this as a prison at first, and the more doors you have on a prison, the higher the prison escape chance is now. So I just haven't changed it since I converted it back and opened that up. If this is what you're talking about. Or are we talking about somewhere else? Rain's trying to kill all your animals, trying to kill out 3rd day of spring. Food is gone for winter. Maybe then you run. Is there a mod that lets you gear up your dogs? I imagine there is. There's basically a mod for everything. I know there's one where you can give them bionics. All these doors, I must escape. Yeah, the reason I have it open entirely is so that heat can escape, because these are getting way too hot in here and we're destroying themselves. Yep. It's not a prison anymore. Yeah, I'll probably do the prison elsewhere. Right now we're using this as the prison, so. How are we doing on getting this stuff moved up? That's good enough. We don't, I mean, we can smelt that stuff though. Actually, there's still components too. Cleaning dirt. How about you bring that in, Carlo? All that. All that. All plasteel. So manhunting raids, if there's dogs, cats for raids. The legendary master stuff. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I don't, that's why I'm not doing it. I don't want the extra wealth right now. Extra wealth, you say? How about a silver meteorite? Jade. The jade meteorites. Let's go ahead and both welcome in. I think that's good enough. Other stuff we can always come get if we really need it, but for now, it's not a big deal. All right. Do the jade fence thing, see if they fixed it. It's true. It's true. Yeah, the anima tree regrew down there, unfortunately. Jordan, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You'd make herd of boom rats. Boom rats don't produce chem fuel. Boobalopes do, but then we have to keep the boobalopes fed, so we'll just make it. We'll cut out the middleman and just use raw fungus. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna cut down the tree again. Yeah. Boomalopes themselves are highly explosive, whereas fungus is not. That's another good point. And we have to have someone on animal handling. So it's just, we'll just use mushrooms. Do you get to move with you? 5, only 5. Ronnie, thank you for the follow, Ronnie. It's better to sell stone skin gland or use it. Stone skin is pretty good. It's basically like giving someone tough. It makes it a little bit uglier, but if they already have pretty or something like that, or beautiful, or even if not, it's just good in general. Almost, they're at 0.2, yeah. Almost there. It makes sense to keep it at 5 the whole time. It would just be hard to defend 350,000 wealth raids with 5 people. You can either turn the faction off, or you can freeze your base to -17 Celsius. Infestations won't spawn at -17 Celsius or below. Or you can set it up to where you have lots of melee chokes, so that you can just kill them. That's what we did in our last run over the weekend. But in this one, the faction is turned off. All right, time to convert. Down to 57. So one way you can kill lots of bugs, there's 2 setups that you can do if you want to do that without turning the faction off. One is have lots of 3 wide hallways and put choke points in them. The way that RimWorld works is as long as you have someone in one of these 3 spots, they'll melee into this, and melee units or units in general that are in combat won't be able to pass through there until all 3 are down. So you either use animals or 3 melee pawns to block that spot right there. And then you have your people shooting in the next like 5 tiles with SMGs or chain shotguns or whatever. That setup can kill like hundreds of bugs. Like the only downside is if you end up destroying those walls, so you need to repair those. The other thing, which is a little riskier and takes up more space, but actually can kill even more bugs, is a 5 open hallway with a choke point. And you do the same melee block, but right behind them, right here, you have someone throw a grenade, a frag grenade. And the reason for the 5 is because the 1 miss radius of the grenade makes it so you don't blow up your own walls. So you have this person throw a frag grenade right here. It will explode, doing crap loads of damage to the bugs, and it also stuns the bugs in the radius, which gives your melee pawns a little bit of a break. But both of those, the 3 wide and the 5 wide, can handle hundreds of melee enemies as long as you got some good armor on your frontline pawns, or if they're tough. We were holding that line on Saturday and Sunday stream on a different playthrough with like 1 tough pawn. And we were able to beat something like 45 bugs. Yeah, you can still cook bugs. There's a trick to that too. I don't have enough wood to really show it off right now. Ah, screw it, I'll do it anyway. So it turns out that wood, no matter how big the stack, burns the same temperature and the same length, just stacks of wood. So whether you have 1 or 75, it doesn't matter. They'll burn the same length and stack, and it burns longer than flooring. So it doesn't get attacked by raiders. So if you are going to do something like that, what I suggest is you turn everyone off of construction. Let's say that this is the room that we were going to cook them in. Now fences are the best one to do it. So go into fences and make a bunch of fences, or set them to make. Have them deliver the wood. Cancel it and then outlaw them. So this burns the same as 6 stacks of 75 wood, but it's only six pieces of wood. It will burn just as long and just as high as huge stacks. It's like no wealth at all, like basically 0 wealth. So you don't have to have furniture. The other benefit of this is that if raiders come through, they won't attack it. Raiders, bugs, nothing will attack this, although they'll attack furniture. So that's my advice if you make any kind of kill setups. Use this. It's very, very cheap, and you don't have to worry about it getting destroyed when you don't want to use it. Yeah, no problem. Highly recommend. Just make sure you put people back on construction when you're done. The reason I put them off with construction, you could also just have them deconstruct the fence, but I just don't want them to build it. You're using chairs. Chairs are so much more material and so much more wealth. So yeah, use the logs instead. Oh, check out the 20-year run. We have a massive fire tunnel in that for both bugs and for biological raiders in that run. The Expedition 20 link. At one point, we had something like 300 tribals on fire, and we had like 114 hives on fire. Like, that's a crazy run. Mr. Ripper, thank you for the follow. No spoilers, yeah. We already had lots of termite raids. They chew through mountains, but it seems like there's a limit to how much they'll chew through. So they will come through here, and they come up through this, which they've already broken this open. And then they break through right here, which is why that's messed up. But yeah, the termites and other breachers seem to have a limit. All right, we had an auto join. Are you good? No. In RimWorld, if you have a colonist die, raids are easier for quite a long time. The game has something coded into it where if you've had a recent loss, it will cut you a break on how many points can be spent on a raid. So, since we don't want this person, and they're not related to anyone, we're just gonna kill them. Is that strategy better than building traps? What, for bugs, or which one? You monster. All right. There's something around you can punch. There's a warg. There's a warg. It's also the Mech Cluster, but we don't want to leave them unburied is the problem. All right. Here we go. Let's walk into the mechs. Yeah, that's the problem, though. We don't want to leave the corpse out because we get a -10. You could open the sarcophagus, but we're not ready to store the people that are in there, yeah. You got this, Sacrifice. Why did you name me Sacrifice? I don't know. Here, can you die closer to the home? No, you can't. All right. You can't. Sandstone. All right. She's only 16. How could you? She knew what she was getting into. She's heard of us. Let's go. Peter, Severall, welcome in. Because you sacrificed everything to come join us, yeah. If she wanted to join us, it shouldn't be so terrible. It's super inconsiderate of them to die so far away also. See what kind of jerk we're dealing with? What a sweet 16 party, yeah. Oh no. My pawn's being kidnapped counts as a pawn dying, right? Yes. Pawn lost, pawn kidnapped, etc. Yeah. Let's go on Purity. Galvarino, welcome in. Versus wood traps comparison towards raid infestation. The burning one is way more wealth efficient. Yeah. It just depends though. Do you want to get the loot from them, or are you just trying to get rid of them and you don't care if everything else burns? Well, you know what? We're gonna give her a proper burial. Okay. Tell her family. Make sure you tell her family that we gave her a proper burial. That she died doing what she loved, fist fighting wargs out in the wilderness. And then we had a great ceremony. What happened to the anima tree? It got cut down. That's right, Pile Wash. That's right. There's a clip. Yeah, growing zone too close to it. They cut it down before I could stop them. Feels bad. We'd have level 6 sidecasters by now, but it's all right. So we want to ally Hysia. Hang on a second. Oh man, we need to ally these ones. The strong Neo whatever ones. They fight well in the darkness and they've been attacking us. So we need to ally them first. Just so happens we have lots of human leather. Somewhere. It would be nice if you could transplant it, yeah. It's already got the penalty of growing near stuff, so. Yeah, if you want like potential recruits or the loot, yeah, don't burn them. There is a way that you can set it up so you can open it and air out the heat before everything dies, and then you can go in and loot what you want. But yeah, it just depends on what your end goal is. All right, let's ally these people and get rid of some wealth. 1,700 human leather. How much rep do you think 1,700 human leather is? Even if we don't send it all, I'm gonna see. All right, maybe like 1,500, so we have some in storage for clothing. Or a piece of clothing. Zan, thank you for the follow. 89. It's got to be more than 89. 57. I'm thinking like 117. I don't know. 144. Now we're talking. or get everyone their power first. I like getting, so Berserk and Berserk Pulse and Far Skip are so godly that I try to get one of those first. So I rush to 6 until I get one of those. If I end up getting one of those on someone, then I'll start doing everyone at level 1 to try to get more stuns, then everyone to level 4 to try to get more of like Word of Inspiration, then everyone to 5 to try to get more Berserk Pulse, Berserk Pulse, 5 and 6. So it depends on what we end up getting, but I usually like to try to get the first person to 6 before I start other ones. Why did they cut it down when it was 3 or 4 tiles away? It was because initially it wasn't 3 or 4 tiles away. I had shrank the zone. The reason why the zone was that large is because there is a button on the sun lamp that you can click to create a growing zone. I clicked that button to make the zone, and then I had removed that side of the growing zone from it. And before I could stop them from coming, they cut down the tree. So it was initially in it. I just shouldn't have used that automatic growing zone. But it really sucks. So it goes though. Mistakes were made. All right, we're about to see how much rep this is gonna be. Send it over to the blue man group here. 302 more to load. So 125, you estimate? The relationship gain is equal to wealth of the gift. Yeah. It was a task they had already queued up. Yep. Sucks. It was in such a good spot. That's one of the best parts of the seed was that tree location. And now we don't have that. So now it's just a typical kind of mountain map. But we might get it to grow again in this area at least. That's what I'm going to try to do at some point. Oh no, they're pretty far. I don't even know if we can hit that if we set this to maximum. I guess we'll find out. I guess like 15, way more than that. Yeah, we do have the permanent darkness too, which is nice, so. Oh, we can get him. 191? Whoa, we were all off. Even like the 155 estimate. Vic overhit it with a 666. That's crazy. What are they at right now? They're at negative 100. We're almost gonna put them at 100 positive off this one gift. Nice. Hey, I know you guys hate us, but here's 1,500 human leather. Now we're best friends. We're allied with them. Plus 91 from a negative 100. Scare them into submission? Like, oh my god. What is wrong with those guys? Let's not mess with them anymore. I need to anger the tribals. That's our next step. We're gonna start killing tribal traders and stuff. Twins. Oh yeah, that absolutely dropped our wealth by a lot. Yeah, that's one reason I wanted to do it. So we're at 64. We're actually higher wealth than I thought. But we went from 72,000 wealth to 64, which is nice. Ever seen that mechanic? Just drop potting to make friends? Yeah. Down to 23. She's almost there. Almost there. I really enjoy the drop pod of crappy gear and clubs. Mage talents rep builds. Yeah, absolutely. You lower your own wealth and get allies at the same time. Fantastic. Yeah, that would be interesting. So if there's like a faction where their ideology abhors cannibalism and you send them human meat, it actually makes it, like, lowers it. But at the moment, it doesn't seem to be that way still. Look at that, ground penetrating scanner. It's really nice. Let's go ahead and just knock out the multi-analyzer. Are you guys looting over there? I didn't even see. Whatever. Faction much human meat should basically be a declaration of war, yeah. So the reason I want to anger all the tribals for anyone that heard that, basically tribal raids are going to be easier for us to take care of. And so what I like to do kind of mid to late game is I ally all of the factions that can send pirates, since pirates are a real friggin' pain. And then I anger all the tribals because tribals are easy to kill, usually. There is one caveat to that. There is an all melee tribal raid that they can send so many that they overrun you before you can do anything. We've had that happen before. In fact, in the 20-year run, we had 500 tribals on our map at once, which was really, really insane. I'm going to turn this down even more. I think I know what's happening here, but this should alleviate some of that. All right. Whoops. I think this mainly started happening once we added 2 cooks, and we have the ×4 thing. So I think they're overmaking sometimes, where they're both seeing that we have less than the amount that we want, and they're both making 4 at the same time. That's what I'm guessing. I already changed it. Yeah, I moved it up, so they won't be able to throw grenades from here into it. Yeah. Converted the shooter. She's almost ready. Yeah, really close. 8.3%. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. We have 3 people hitting her up with that too, so she'll drop pretty quickly. All right, high explosives gain. Nice. Nice. Symbol of her ideology, like a shuriken. Yeah, it looked like that. Ragu and Zin, thank you guys for follows also. Welcome in. Get new prisoner, do you try to recruit them before you convert? And so what I've been doing lately, and I was explaining this earlier, I'll have to make a clip out of it, but basically I think you should reduce resistance first, not recruits. Get them down to 0 so that you can recruit them easily, and then convert them and then recruit. The reason why is I had this happening where I would go to recruit someone or reduce resistance to recruits after converting, and what would happen is before they recruited or before we got the resistance all the way down, they would end up sometimes having a crisis of belief, and they would revert to another one, and I'd had to convert them all over again. So this seems like the safer way to go. Get them ready to recruit, then change them over to your ideology, and then recruit them. Way of the ninja. How the crap did that boomerang get in there? It just squeezed right in at some point. I guess I'll tame it just to get rid of it. Almost there. Prisoners of the new Allies faction, yeah. Cargo pod. I can rot. Let the squirrel meat rot. Volcanic winter only lasts 20 days or day 30? No. Volcanic winter's bottom end is 20 days. That's the minimum, if I remember right. I think it's 20 to 60. If I remember right, 20 to 60. So you might have some time to go. So close. So close. Squad has used the potent quotable, saved up a buttload of channel points for me to read the next 3 quotes from the bot as Granny. New P music song. Yep. All right, let's go, R-Square. Let's see the 3 quotes. Let's see if you get good ones or bad ones. My God, he's getting a bionic Johnson. Too bad that didn't hit. All right. It's like my dear old granny used to say.
First, I crawl through this hole. I was all hopped up on high knees. I need you to save me with your hin boner.
Was like, what are you talking about, Granny? I'm 7 years old. I don't know what a hin boner is. And then she drifted off to sleep, and I never heard from Granny again. So, Doctor, welcome in. Fancy Hat Ghost, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. She was on something, yeah. She was on something, all right. Thanks, I squared. That's a lot of channel points. 2 Colossus Idol. Yeah. Zig, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Zig. She's so close. She's at 2.5%. She'll convert really soon. Colossus Idol is a dream. Yeah, it always makes me feel like I should throw down more research benches, though, but it takes 10 components for one of those, and we are just completely out of components. Now that we actually... Hey, converted. All right, so now we recruit. We need to get bulk goods up sometime. Or it's not like we can choose. I don't know why I said it that way. We need a bulk goods trade ship. Although we just gave away most of our human leather, so yes, it won't be as good. Grading on that high life. Oh god. One of the best channel point redemptions. Yeah, so we have 3 different voices, and if you save up points, you can have it read 3 random clips. I'm gonna do another one that's a single, or quotes rather. I'm gonna do another one sometime that's a single quote too. I replace some of the others with that. You got this, Boom Rat. I believe in you. Man, that Mech Cluster's been there forever. They've been there for 2 years. 2 years. Oh, the Boom Rat actually got up. What? You can make it, Boom Rat. I mean, I don't want you to make it, but... And actually, you can't, really. But I'm gonna tell you you can. You can do anything if you believe in yourself. Mortar it? Or just okay? No, I don't want to waste mortars on it. It's in this little nook here where, like... It'll never be an issue. It basically... It doesn't even reach, like... I guess if a raid can happen right there at some point, or a visitor, then maybe that'll take care of it, but otherwise, yeah. Rest in peace, little guy. Wherever you are. Oh, there you are. Salute. Hey, our first new recruit in a very long time. Alright, let's bring this bed back. Don't want those anymore. Let's get you a name. First off, stay in the work zone. I don't want anything crazy happening here. Okay, next from the queue. Let's see who we got. We got Eclair. Welcome in, Eclair. Man, she lost 2 levels of shooting. Alright. Another warden, nice. Arts. I think I'm just gonna make her the shooting specialist. She can't really do much else, so she's just basically here to kill people and convert people. That's pretty much it. Okay, assign you to range clothing. There we go. Chilling on the beach, right? You'll be able to leave it. Skull harvesting be automated at all? Not that I know of, yeah. I think you have to click each one right now. Peter and Noah, thank you guys for the follow. Welcome in. You like the new follower notification? So for anyone that I missed your follow, I'm not used to getting so many follows in a stream. Like I used to average not long ago like 8 to 10 followers a stream, but now I'm getting like 150 to 200. Even though I still appreciate the follows just as much, it was constant alerts in a voiceover alert. Even though it was a professional voiceover, it was still almost constant, which I can't believe still. But anyway, I traded out for this one, which is much quieter, so much less intrusive for those that are listening in. Even though I still appreciate you. All right, we gotta get them a weapon. We're gonna give them the assault rifle since they're over 15. Kill, convert, clean, and call. That's right. That's right. So we really need components. I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and take this down here pretty soon.
Loyalty is
Swap
greatly
payment.
appreciated.
Switch price. Swap payment. Much appreciated. 26 months, man. Good lord. Let's see if there's any components left. I cannot believe they found those for us and then destroyed those. We might want to do some strip mining over here. Or some steel, and maybe we'll hit some other stuff. Not a bad idea. We have this we can mine out, though. Like, this is some guaranteed ones that we can just grab right now. So we'll do that. Jay, thank you for the follow. And ODC, thank you as well. Thanks for changing it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to leave the other ones because they don't happen a ton, but... What's wealth at? We're at right at 65 now, I believe. Yeah, 65,000. Can you move the ancient crypto caskets? You cannot without a mod like minify everything. So base game, no. Wait, who dropped that? So yeah, that Eclair can't do anything other than fight. I'm gonna make her a shooting specialist. Or I forget. The Eyes of Vorosh. That's basically all she could do anyway. So. Eclair with that explanation of recruiting, converting, and driving to Discord. Oh, thank you, Steve Blue. Yeah, I'll make a command for that too. Inventory still not responding. It has, but it was down here. We're gonna try to coax it into respawning where we want it by building some walls at some point. Just haven't gotten there yet. Now that we're able to call allies, feel a little bit safer though. Garden Gnome, thank you for the follow. We'll be in Garden Gnome. How many beds do we have that are not
modest
occupied?
fellowship expands.
I actually
Praise
have
the
several.
sun.
Was that Michael Fox? Michael Fox, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. Much love to Michael Fox. Very much appreciated. Man, it's been crazy lately. Thank you guys. We gotta get the smelter down sometime too. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. We have enough power. We don't have to have it on all the time anyway. Michael Alfox. I missed those middle letters. Or maybe it's pronounced Michaela. Maybe I should just say Fox. Fox. Thank you. I appreciate it. I completely miss the LA, yeah. What a tricky username. You're Fox to me now. Is that fine? Do people call you that? Either way, thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate it. No, we have the faction turned off for this run. Alrighty, we're gonna smelt from slag, do forever. We're going to smelt weapons, and we're gonna set this up to only bio-coded. So allow bio-coded weapons and do forever. The next thing I want to do is smelt apparel. And for this one, I'm going to have anything that's 51% or lower. They will smelt. Do forever. Get some of that junk cleaned up. Get some resources from it. Works for you? Thank you. It's known as mouth. tried out the new Path League. No, I'm not gonna have time. I was going to, but then Ideology hit, so smarter for me to stick with Ideology, and I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with it too. We should go kill this predator before anything happens. Oh no, there's a party. They're happy enough. It's fine. Parties. Who needs parties? Exotic goods trader. All right, nice. Why was that bear corpse just moving? Did you guys see that? It died here and it just moved over like 4 tiles. Weird. Weird. Haunted. What do you need to make the ritual room? Yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to do as well. I'm going to check this trade ship. We're going to make the ritual room, and then we're going to pop these. Maybe not in that order, but mostly we just need a lot of stone. Soaring bears are known hazard on the rim. Yeah. Let's go. Llama, welcome in. Okay, we got those 2 set up again. It's nice. Mad wild boars. Hey, more shooting practice. Let's go. Oh, they're going after the cluster? Kinda. All right, here's 3 coming. Boys. Yeah, we gotta check the trade ship. Yep. Exotic goods. We desperately need components. That's our big thing. All right, what you guys got? What was your name? Buddy Transports. What's up, buddy? 9 components. We need to start getting advanced components as well. Some of our Psychic Tea, our Ambrosia. We'll go ahead and sell the Luciferium. Might regret that later on, but right now, do not regret. We need to save the gold, actually, which is kind of crazy, but we're going to need to make advanced components. Other than that, I think we are good. Not too bad. ABC, always buy components. ABAC, always buy advanced components. That's right. Say is the optimum size of a plot for rooms. So I like them being uneven so there's a center door. So I usually do like 13 by 13, which ends up giving you this 11 by 11 interior, or you can do 13 by X. So this one, you can support the roof no matter what, as long as it's 13 by X. You'll always have a center tile on these 13 sides. If you like symmetry. So that's what I usually do. And the other thing about these is they're very easily divided. So you can do, for instance, 2 rooms like that perfectly divided. Do rooms like that perfectly divided. Can also do rooms like this perfectly divided, or like this for bedrooms. Like the 13 by 13 square is a very good, efficient shape for bases that you can kind of cut up in any kind of way that you want to make whatever kind of room. So that's what I usually do if you're looking for just like a standard kind of building to craft into a base. You got a clip of the demon bear. It's important to construct a masterwork bed, for example. No, I don't believe so. I think it's just skill and manipulation. If I remember right. I don't think mood is a factor in it. Let's thank you for the follow. And Stoic Nomad, thank you as well. Sorry again for calling you Michael, by the way. I completely missed those other letters. Absorbing all my RimWorld knowledge? It's alright. I'm happy to share. Let me know if you have any questions. You were also playing RimWorld. I'll check you out. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I also have some guides up on YouTube. I have full playthroughs up on there. And let us know if you have any questions. How's the anime tree lost? There's a clip. Oh, crap. I turned my DPI down on accident. There's a clip of it, but long story short, there was a growing zone near it, and I didn't stop them in time. I'm gonna drop this Petminkin down. Drop the Psychot T down. Also playing RimWorlds. Let's go on. Bis, welcome in. I don't think anyone's trolling about it. People are coming in all the time, so people that saw the seed yesterday are just coming in now and won't know what happened, so I don't mind explaining it. That's just a clip. Did the Pain Worshippers get a buff for cutting down an animatry? Nothing to know of. I don't think so. All right. Do you want to open this or make the ritual room first? Eclair really needs a helmet, so even if it's just a basic one. What is that? Tainted one? Hang on. What? Yeah. All right. We'll make them a helmet really quick. Just a simple one's fine for now. Just protect the brain a little bit. Pump that out. Once she has that, we'll go pop open the... Man, look at Carlo. Hey. There you go. Finish that. Clear where that. We got extra beds in here now. Yep. Also need to do like a makeshift prison sometime. Maybe I'll just go ahead and get that done. And then we'll pop it. Probably cut a couple blocks. Oh, that's right. People destroyed the stone cutting places. I forgot. That's been destroyed forever. Forever ago. Alright. Stonecutter table. Let's throw it in here for now. It's not super important where it is. We got all kinds of blocks. Sandstone is a quick to build material. It has decent HP. Not that really matters too much here, but make sandstone blocks. We'll do forever. Just pump some of those out, and we'll build a little prison, just in case there's some ancients in there we don't imprison. I have a major break risk if people ask about the animatry. Pilot watch. All kinds of mod-wise beatings. Beatings will continue until morale improves. Yeah, it's been crazy, Pilot watch. Breachers have made wall HP kind of worthless. Yeah. Yeah, and I get so many breaches. I mean, that's mainly what we've had today, right? What do we have, like 4 or 5 breaches? A couple mech clusters. I think that's pretty much it for major events. But it's still good for the barricades and stuff. We'll refrigerate it eventually. Used to say that on ship about the beatings, Hurricane. Thoughts on Psychic Harmonizer? Psychic Harmonizer can be really good. When it first came out, I used it to make a happiness potato. So what I did is we had someone that was like sanguine, don't remember what else. And what I did is I gave them the Psychic Harmonizer and a joy wire. I cut off their legs. Oh, they were undergrounder. That was it. Undergrounder, sanguine. And they weren't good otherwise. So I cut off their legs. I gave them a Psychic Harmonizer and I gave them a joy wire. And then I put them in a tiny, tiny bedroom, like a 3x1 bedroom, in the middle between where the kill box in the hospital was. And so they were just having the time of their life. They were always like plus 40 or more. And it was just radiating like goodwill everywhere. So everyone's just freaking happy all the time. So Psychic Harmonizer can be really good as long as a person is happy all the time. As soon as it goes below that, obviously it's bad because you're making your people unhappy being around them. But yeah, Psychic Harmonizer can be really good. It's a meat imitator, basically, pretty much. Tuin, welcome in. All right. Let them bang out some more sandstone blocks here. Again, we're keeping things low wealth. I basically don't want to go above 80,000 wealth for a really long time. And the big reason why is there's not a lot of the game that are just complete numerical breakpoints, but expectations is. At 81,000 wealth, everyone will go up in expectations, and it's going to be really hard on these two because they already have +2 expectations from being the leader and the priest. So that's kind of the next one that we want to make sure we shy away from. All right. That's good enough. Good enough. Can you show one in the columns mood? Sure. We got some lovin' times 7. Look at that. Adam got some lovin' times 7. Is that a new record? Opinions of wife, recreation satisfied, extremely impressive dining, extremely impressive rec, quite comfortable, high expectations, dark light, wielded SMG, 8 cooked fungus, extremely impressive barracks, wearing button-down shirt. That is insane. Let's look at someone that isn't in a relationship so we can get a better idea. Misfortune. 18 low expectations, 14 passion for work, 10 for recreation, 6 for dining. So yeah, all that's the same. So super happy. Impressive stamina. It's another one of those benefits of the biphasic schedule. If you have lovers, they'll get love in more often on the biphasic. Bloodlust dog harvest the organs and wearing human leather clothing. Psychic harmonizer. Does the mod wife know my high opinion on our Rim wife? Best way to remove wealth is to give it to people to make them allies. We actually just did that earlier. We put 1,500 human leather in here. We sent it off to someone, and we immediately became allies while dropping our wealth. VODs helped with wealth management. Flowers are power. Yeah, if you want to see a playthrough where I do extreme wealth management all the way to in-game and launch a ship on low wealth, there's a couple of those you can watch. I have a high wealth one as well, but exclamation CASS is one of those. No mods in that run, just a standard 500% no pause, losing is fun, native brutality against Cassandra, keeping low wealth most of the time. And if you want to see a really high wealth run, several million wealth, exclamation 20, I'll get you that. I've been trying the biphase in real life. Yeah, it does not work for me. Marth, thank you for the follow, Marth. Harmonizer should work well with Word of Joy. Yeah, just it would be a temporary one, like a temporary joy wire, pretty much. Yeah, Ideology has things for weapons and clothing. So, for instance, if any of our people wield a melee weapon, they actually get a mood debuff, like even if they're not a brawler. Okay, she has her helmet. We got the makeshift prison set up. I think it's time to go see what's going on down there with our ancients. Possible ancients, I should say. So we're gonna put this in the work zone. And should be enough. Let's go ahead and spin this. Sometimes this is overkill, but I'd rather be overkill than underkill. Better overkill than underkill, I always say. I think that's probably good enough. Traps, yeah, the thing is, I usually do that. So they pop out here, so I usually make a trap. But if they're friendly, it's gonna mean that we're more likely to just kill them. So I feel like we should probably be okay. It's the Ancient Demolition Derby. Maybe just wood traps to be alright. Do we have enough wood to do that? Not really. I need to get rid of this now that we're burning clothes elsewhere. All right, let's do it.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
All right, here we go. Geneva, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Geneva. Much appreciated. We're just gonna pop that one person. Oh, that person's dead. All right. Didn't have to worry about it, but rescue, rescue, strip, 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 strip. Okay, we'll get that stuff hauled back. So you love the content? That's awesome. Thank you, Geneva. Let's go on, grab a monkey. An auto production bonus mod that just automatically activates the production boost the specialist pawns have. That'd be nice. And the research one as well, yeah. Getting ancients, yeah, we got a couple popped out. I haven't checked them yet because I'm just trying to run them back. We're almost back though. One's dead in 3. Oh, I'm not on doctoring anymore. All right, let's check them out. This one we do not want, so that one we will get rid of. This one, no, don't want them either. A normal run, that would be great, but brawlers actually will be unhappy all the time in our colony, pretty much. Because we have a precept where they hate melee weapons. Let's go on good king. What are we doing? Right now we just finished opening the Ancient Danger. So that's the big thing. We actually want these to... I might just kill them. Did we already strip them? Do you have anyone that's... we don't have anyone bloodlusted, right? No. Oh, I'm getting medical experience. Sorry, I don't know how long you guys are in those coffins, but dead now. Yeah, maybe I should have taken some lungs and stuff. We don't need any right now, but might have been worth it for a rainy day. I'm gonna micromanage getting this stuff out of here. All components, all advanced components, all the golds, all the golds. All those ones. You destroy this. I keep setting them to enter it. Alright. Savage. Savage. Geneva, thank you again. And Asobi, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. There's probably a steel down there too. Who was on their way getting that one? Man, I wish you could haul. It's unfortunate. Right. We're building in the south. Worth checking. No, these usually just have tables and stuff, so it's not like an ancient danger or anything. Nothing like that. Man, last time we were down here getting stuff, we got a two-prong raid at the same time, which is a little scary. At some point, we might want to put another entrance to the base, although that opens up possibility of additional breaches coming through down there, but it might be worth. So we just gotta keep an eye on this. We got way too much gold. Way too much gold. Oh, it's a lot of extra wealth. Visitors, you guys want to buy some gold? What do you have on you? No traders, just passing through. All right. Rose started a fight with Woozy. Woozy loudly insulted Rose's mother's generosity. All right, free medical experience, nice. Wait, you guys didn't like bite anything off or anything, right? Nah, you're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna micromanage this a little bit more. Like, we just need to get this done so we can stop going out here. Tunnel down to the new entrance, a death tunnel. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about making another kill area like here that points down. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I said I was gonna kill tribals, even visitors, right? Yeah, they are tribal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill them. We want to make tribal enemies so that we get more tribal attacks, because we can take out tribals much easier than pirates. All right, we'll do that. Here we go. Let's see, there's only one ranged weapon. Oh, the poor naked tribals. They're gonna be all right. They're probably gonna win. They'll take this base for themselves. I have so much faith in them. Spoilers, they did not win. They did not win. All right, nice. We got some more, some tribal enemies now. So we still need to make, how many more tribes? Oh my God, we still have 4 tribes that are neutral with us. So 4 more tribes that we need to anger. Yeah, we could have just arrested them, but if you arrest one, the other ones will go hostile and fight you anyway. So we'll just kill them. Yeah. A little bit more in here. Quest available. Sean's Elephants. Pack of 20. That's it. Yeah. Why do I want enemy tribal factions? Because tribal enemies are easier for us to kill because they don't come with armor usually. Slavers that are damaged. So it's easier. The more angry tribals and the less angry pirate level technology raiders, the easier our raids will be overall. Drop pods and bombs. That's Ingram. All right, what you guys got? Let's see. You got any god pawns in here? Whoa, sanguine nimble jogger. That's such a good combo. That's insane. Okay, well, mining. Ugh. Can you ally all factions? You can't ally savage tribes or pirates themselves or the mechs. Any god pawns? Turns out the answer is yes. Super immune neurotic is good too. Neurotic, okay, well, dumb labor. Neurotic mining. Is there any catch with you? You're 32. You have no health issues. Man, really good at fighting. We're not really gonna do arts. I can have them make drugs. They're just really good at fighting. And they can do dumb labor. They can research. I think I'm gonna take them. They're gonna join as a slave, but we will emancipate them. I proclaim it that we will emancipate them. Eventually we're gonna need to make advanced components. And then we're gonna wish we had gold, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's have the silver meteorite, yeah. Can animals count towards wealth and ideology? Yes, they do. You don't think I need the binding? That's true. All right, let's take them. Warden will free the slave. The slave will leave the map on foot and return to their home faction. Oh, so they won't actually... So we do have to imprison them. All right. Okay. I might end up having to give them a good prison again, but we'll see. Little people of that special job, you can have an ideology like cultivator. So you can have 1 leader and 1 priest role per ideology, and then you can have as many of the specialists as you want out of the ones that you have access to. What do you mean the slaves will leave the map if we emancipate them? Yeah. Yeah, it'll go back to their home faction. I think you probably get rep from it. All right, are we almost done getting this? Not quite. Home faction with freed. Yeah. Spike skulls help convert them over. Spike skulls are for suppression, so I don't think it does anything with prisoners. So I think they're specifically for suppressing slaves. You get rep for releasing them, just like if you release prisoners. Prisoners with jobs of arm themselves. And listening to the stream is clean out new classroom. Oh no. What is it? Oh my god. It's like 45 monkeys. That's the hours like you think it is. Crawl skill is really high. Scion. That's awesome. Yeah, I think we're listening. Who wins? 45 monkeys or a 2-year-old Mech Cluster? Wait, why are they late? Why have the monkeys stopped attacking? They just took out the machines and then left the turrets? Used to, things like this would attack the turrets. All right, let's get some shooting experience here. They changed that, I wonder? They want fresh meat. I didn't attack a member. Fine. You guys die to the monkeys. We'll save you after the fact. No, they took care of him anyway. Lost some rep there. Unfortunate. They got it. Don't worry about them. They left us a gift after we shot them in the back. It's a lot of monkey meat. Yeah, some of it's dirty monkey meat though. Inspired creativity on Bard. Interesting. Revenge, huh? Some revenge. All right. We've gotten enough out of this, so let's finally make that ritual room we've been talking about. So I'd like to get up to 10 people. We might need more food at that point. Give you back the bullet as a gift. All right. It's weird that they stopped. So that must be something new because used to animal attacks would take out the turrets and whatnot, but they only attacked the actual mechanoids and left the turrets and whatnot. Yeah, don't want any of that monkey meats. All right. Miscellaneous. Large dark. We should make the dark altar out of slates, all right? We got to go with the theme. Lore. Brass monkey. I was talking about the other day on here how Spotify, for whatever reason, it really, I only have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 Beastie Boys songs on my everything playlist. Every time in the car, it hits like at least 2 of them. I have 2,500 songs on my playlist. Always hits at least 1 or 2. You wonder if that means they want to attack your turrets? Yeah, that's a good question. I should test that out. This pace of streams, no way you're gonna ever catch up on YouTube. You're gonna look at it this way, Vivi. You will never run out of RimWorld content for me if you're watching on YouTube. You might end up being way behind on this where the stream is, but there is always more. Manhunters no longer attack turrets? They did before 1.3. It's crazy. There's no targets at all on the map. beside the turret. They would do it in our kill tunnel if the turrets were the first thing that hit them when they came in, or the closest proximity. You think they will prioritize unwalled ponds over structures, and since the turrets are showing as a structure? Yeah, that's interesting. Continue to stream your favorite game forever? Forever, yeah. Remember when I accidentally said I'd played RimWorld for 1,000 years? Well, not yet, but we're working on it. Man, we have so much freaking pemmican with all this human meat. Yeah, this is gonna be a very long run. Very, very long. RL 20-year challenge. Yeah. So we'll get those slate blocks cut up. Get our rituals going. Until reality becomes RimWorld. You just convert them to your thinking before you get their will down. It depends. That's not how I like to do it. So I need to make a clip of it. Well, someone did, but I need to make a link to it. Long story short, what happens if you convert them first is while you are reducing resistance and recruiting them, they can actually have a crisis of faith and they can revert or go to another ideology. So the safest way to do it now is to reduce resistance first, get them to where they can be recruited, then use convert to convert them, and then as soon as they're converted, then recruit them. That way you don't have that period of time where there's a chance they'll convert again to a different ideology before you can recruit them after converting them. If you're wanting them in your colony. That seems like the best order. Reduce, convert, then recruit. Seems like the best order so far. If you're wanting to do just for like social skill, then you can just keep it on recruit forever. Roof the prison area? No. Because if they have a crisis of faith because of their terrible living, then we'll try to rush the recruit more. So this is fine. As long as they're not dying in there, we're okay with them having it terrible. If it gets much hotter, we'll have to do it again though. So it depends. A lot of times we want them to be miserable. Depending on which stage of it we're on. You can just... Eclair is aesthetic. We have a buttload of golds. Passive cooler. The map has basically no wood. If they survive these dogs, we might make Eclair a royal. Does resistance go down? Resistance doesn't. Yeah, that's a good point. So resistance doesn't go down further, but conversion does. So it might be good to have like a good prison for when you're doing the resistance part, and then move them to a crappy one after you're done with the resistance for the conversion. Probably the best way to do it. Have two separate prisons, one that's just a piece of crap and one that's good. Oh, the Empire has no idea. Oh, it's the imposter Tiberius. It's Tiberios. Maybe I should have shut that door. Alright, screw that. We don't have any melee blockers. Those feral dogs? Yep. I don't know. I was talking about earlier how we hadn't had any manhunters, and of course, here you go. Earlier today too, I was like, man, I wish we'd have a humanoid raid. I shouldn't say that. And then we immediately had a humanoid raid. Game listens. Did they kill any of the dogs? They killed 2 dogs. Wow. They wanted some Megan strips. Voice recognition, maybe. Yeah. He just sits in the stream waiting. I haven't had a drop pod full of components recently. A compact machinery meteorite? Oh no. What are you guys doing? Why? Why? Oh my god, you're all just coming in one at a time. Hey, good news! We defeated that Mech Cluster. Took us 2 years, but it's done. See us, we did that. Imagery, it's down here. Nice, they actually did what the Empire couldn't. Thanks, friends. Let's go open that door. Slow and steady. It only took a little over 2 years, and it's gone, you see? And now we can get those components. Nice. Nice. All according to plan, of course. We still have this down there. It's been there for a long time. How long has that been there? I don't even know. It's been there a long time. Sorry, recruitment. Maybe I recruit this one and then break them after because of that. How hard are they to convert? They don't have any modifiers on it. Yeah, we can do that. We'll have the conversion ritual soon, so we're just gonna go for recruits, and we're gonna set me as the only warden right now. We'll get that done. John not dying. Thanks. I didn't want it so close, so I cut it down. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Oh, sorry, Eclair. Visitors, man. Everyone's going to the map. Oh, whoops. Misfortune was on their way. Will wardens recruit the same prisoner in one day? No. It looks like multiple people can convert at the moment. You loaded the seed using, in some reason, the animated tree surrounding the beach. You gotta make sure the map size is 275 by 275 or else it will spawn elsewhere. So when you're on your map selection, click down to bottom to change the map size and move it just one tick up to 275 because default is 250. And then it should spawn there for you. Hey, it's my favorite song. Favorite RimWorld song. There it is. Prison break. Oh, come on. We just bought you. They're a friggin' jogger. They're gone. Is there anyone outside? We just got recruitment. Oh. I need to make a prison under the mountain. She's gone, man. Wait, why'd she stop? No. Oh. We actually caught up with her. What a manhunt. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've used this seed multiple times. It's always there. So that's weird. If you follow all those coordinates exactly and 275 map, 30% worlds, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I should have had someone bring that up too. Yeah, we'll come back.
A new subscriber.
Breaker.
Come, steal yourself.
In order that.
We are building
In honor of that amazing catch. Thank you, Phelan. 10 gift subs. Who'd you hit? Newender, Domo, Argo, Elizenro, Captain Failure for 27 months. Vinny, Vic, use the Force, Luke. Wow, what are the odds? And Chuck Gazelle. Thank you, Phelan. Very much appreciated. Much love to Phelan. Is there a command for precepts? Exclamation memes 2 is a link to the video that goes over all of our memes. Exclamation memes for the list. Exclamation memes 2 if you want to watch the video where we go over even the background and stuff. And there's a lot of junk all over the place. This is a terrible. Look at the monkey skeletons. Use the Force Luke. Yeah, 2 different names. Yeah. Use the Force got hit with a sub, and then Luke immediately after. All right, so the only mechs left on the map now are these ones that have been there for like 2 years. The precepts are a little bit too long for a Twitch clip. Yeah, so it's a timestamp of a YouTube video. So if you're on the app, you might not want to use it because it's going to knock you out of Twitch. But if you're super curious, that's where you can go. All right. Oh, crap. Oh, we ripped her left leg off. Not so nimble anymore. Or jogger. Oh, no. It's all right. We only need her to shoot. Gonna be jogging in circles. It's cruel. Cruel. But also true. His leg's so hard it falls off. Yeah. I wonder what it says in the log. Like, what was the last thing? I slammed her in the left leg. And then I hit her in the left leg. Woozy was the last one, utilizing her fist. Painfully smashed Tail's leg, rather. What do you miss? The prisoner got away. Well, it tried. I think leg candidate in the future? Yeah, absolutely. All right. How's that shrine coming? Just want me running again. At least not very fast. A raid. They're going to prepare for a while. That's the first one that's been preparing for a while. Ooh. 37 all melee. 37 all melee. All right. Supposed to win the leg cleat off, yeah. Infantry grew back? Yeah, it grew back in the south. We're gonna try to manipulate it to spawn elsewhere, but right now it's in the south. Chad, yeah, I'm gonna make an inside prison. That's gonna be one of our next things. I'm gonna make it probably over here, but try not to do too many things at once. We'll get the ritual room done. All right, big hits. Let's go. Here we go. Big hits. No whammies, etc. Nope, that's not gonna be it. Come on. Oh, killed a couple. Oh, a little wide. It's 2 more shots and we'll run in. Excuse me. Please don't come through there. Alright. Bard, you're bleeding. Okay. You growing the mushrooms there. The tunnelers have access to a new type of flooring. So if you have the tunnelers, they'll have fungal gravel. You can use fungal gravel in inside the mountain to grow mushrooms and other stuff. All right. End up replacing that. Knew that was going to happen, but still worth. Okay. Capture. We'll at least execute one of them. Capture. Bard, you're not bleeding anymore, right? Nah, you're good. Man, that shrine takes friggin' ever. Alright. Let's see here. Tough kind, slow learner, melee. Let's get the execute mood buff. Psychopath, 9 shooting, kill fascination, cleaning, hauling, no plant work. Fastwalker, Optimus kind, those are really nice. But no. Okay. Let's get that door done. Carlo. We need more slate blocks. They'll get it. They'll get it. Altar's almost done too. Capture tunneler and slave or make them part of colony. Would the tech for gravel still be available? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that if you have someone from that ideology, they'll be able to, like they have the different building types, like the morbid structures and stuff unlocked. So I don't know. Yeah. Probably would, I guess, if they could do it. Really raise spirits around here. Good execution. Cheers, yeah. After walled area with the raiders, try to break in there first. Continue to the base. It depends on the type of raider, but we can't play anything outside because there's 0 sunlight, so can't even test it. Do the shrines and stuff. Honestly, you think yes? Yeah, I think you probably will be able to. I haven't tested it though, so I can't say yes or no. Man, that's a lot of crap we're gonna have to get rid of. Let's go on. Callie, welcome in. Nightingale, welcome in. Do you have any other materials? We have sandstone. Just throw a sandstone door over there. Just get it done. Carlo, build that. How are we doing on this? Get in there, get in there. I think they still need to be roofed, the mushrooms. I did try to do a planting zone of mushrooms out here when the sunblocker first hit, and they weren't planting them. So, I think you can do it if it's roofed maybe, but for some reason they weren't planting them otherwise. Walls be better for protection. Still let you funnel them in. Using fences currently. Yeah, it seems like it mainly just depends on the type of raider. That's ancient site scale. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't tested if the ancient site scale with wealth or not. It's a nice red carpet out there, yeah. Oh no, we passed that 80,000 wealth mark. I didn't want to. We gotta get rid of this wealth, make another ally. Shouldn't be hard though. Yeah. All right. What are we at with him? We're at 4. Okay, let's get that. So pack that full of human leather. And let's actually get rid of these skulls. There we go. Even if we overshoot, it's fine. We have so much pemmican too, I know, because of all the human meat. You know, made of your enemy should be a thing. I might start making fine meals with the human meat. Ship the trial courses to their faction to really make some enemies. So. What's up? Got a bedroom and only one guy stays in the barracks. I must be pretty happy though. All the people are getting to sleep together anyway. Inspired recruitments. John Pee-wee, welcome back. Derek, welcome in. So much pemmican. All right, make terror sculpture out of some kind of stone block. Eclair can do that, nice. Vorash's carving, yeah. So that's, now that we hit the mood expectation of moderate, they want a carving of their deity. All right, Tail has joined. All right, who is this from the queue? It's Baron. Welcome in, Baron. We're mainly here to fight. Fight, clean haul. Pretty much it right now. You can cut blocks. That's all I really care about. All right. They do need a new leg, yeah. Okay. So what else do we need? We need at least 2 pews and a lectern. Oh, let me mark you off the list there, Baron. There we go. 2 pews. We gotta stay on theme. Gotta make them these dark pews. And then the lectern. I think that'll still connect. Perfect. Give me a quick overview of what your ideology is this playthrough. There's a list of memes. If you want like the detailed one, you can do exclamations memes too. But the main ones are darkness and tunneler. So we like the darkness. We get extra combat bonuses in the dark. And we hate the light. And we want to live under the mountain. All right, is this full? It is full. We gotta get rid of this wealth. We're hitting up purple with it. Oh wait, bulk goods trader. Oh god, that's like the first bulk goods ship. Crap. Bring it in, bring it in. It has to be in the area of the orbital trade beacon. I can't just do a. Could just bring an orbital trade beacon out here, I suppose, but you can't zone it. You'd have to have the beacon because it's a ship. Guy plant specialist doesn't make drugs. Only plants hunt clean and whole. All right, get that in. Could probably get a bunch of components and stuff off this, so there we go. Woozy, call him up. Let's fly by. It's Gun Vaughn, welcome in. Yeah, it was too long. The memes 2 thing. No space between memes and memes 2. We also sell them pemmican, but other people buy that as well, so. Okay. Just dump as much crap as we can that we're never going to use. All right. Okay, so what do you guys have? Smoke pop. I might end up taking those. We make a lot of money off this. We're at 2,400. Components. They got 16. Advanced 2. We'll take all those. Let's do that trade before anything else. Because I don't want them to fly away while we're in there, because it doesn't pause on mine even during that menu. Okay, so we can sell a bunch of pemmican while they're here. Anything else we want to buy from them? I could buy wood. I mean, we have our own coming in. We're not using it a lot anyway. So I might just not worry about that. Yeah, it's fine. I could buy steel while they're here. Life mods you recommend for RimWorld. So quality builder, Octung, defensive positions is amazing. Nutrimine, I'm not making anything with it yet. Might regret it later on, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and buy steel while they're here. It's gonna reduce our wealth and we're gonna get steel out of it, but we don't have to mine. So allow tool, minify everything, Octung, quality builder, defensive positions are also my favorite ones. I'm not using any of those right now, but those are some of my favorite quality of life ones. Wall lights, God, I love wall lights. All right. Lowered our wealth a bit. Oh, we need to kill that wolf. There's a predator out here. But all the animals that have come to eat the crap laying on the ground. All right. Life without wall lights miserable enough. Please, Tynan, wall lights. Tree mods really nice for organizing. A few forks to sort through. We can use the boom loads for chem fuel, but right now we don't need to because we have so much, so many mushrooms. So many mushrooms. All right. So soon we'll have the multi-analyzer up. And then fabrication will allow us to make our own components, and then we'll be in really good shape. Wealth reduce expectations, or once it hits a certain expectation, it does, yeah, it does go down. So I was talking about earlier how that's one of the things in the game that has a certain break point. So 81,000 is moderate. So as soon as you get above 81,000, they'll have higher expectations, but if you drop down below it again for any reason, it'll go back down. All right, Carlo. 64 tortoises. I always thought expectations went by time. No, complete breakpoints. And it's weird because a lot of the things in the game are this like, you know, this linear like increase with raid threat and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, expectations is still just a hard breakpoint. Making that prosthetic leg. Initial hope does, yeah, but the expectations don't. Oh my god, we can make the multi-analyzer. Nice. Pretty big accomplishment on a tribal. Stinch? Did your mama name you Stinch? No, my mama named me Rin, but people think I stink. It's not too bad, actually. But... yeah, the initial optimism or whatever goes away with time, but the expectations are different. Make those slate blocks, please. We'll get there. Free shooting experience for everyone. The tortoise manhunter. Yeah, I'd take a tortoise manhunter right now. Shooting frenzy. Did we get back under 81? Yeah, look at that. We dropped all the way down to 76,000. That's crazy. Dropped like 10,000 wealth off that trade. But it was good for us. Hauser and Tyrannoc, thank you for the follow. Computerologist, Mortius, welcome in. Thank you as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put burn weapon here as well. And we're gonna do let's do all the bows mainly because they are wood. And we'll do the clubs just to get this sorted here. I have so much more human leather again. At least we got rid of some of that pemmican. Idle hands. Well, Eclair's gonna be idle all the time. Their only purpose in life is to shoot people, pretty much. But all right, fabrication. Fabrication will allow us to make our own components. Be amazing. Amazing. Prosthetic leg is done. All right. See how this goes. Who was it? Baird? All right. Install prosthetic leg, left leg. See how this goes. A royal needing help. Hide out for 16 days. Keep their mood above 40%. Will not do any work. Oh, surgery failed. Man. Well. You might have to wait. I'm not using the components on this. We'll shove a stick in there or something. Once you're healed up, we'll shove a stick in there and that'll be good enough so we have our own components. How do you make armor and clothes for your pawns? So, it depends on which stage you're at, but basically you want to get to, complex clothing. Once you're at complex clothing, you can use a wooden tailor bench or tailor bench or a electric tailor bench, and you'll set up orders in here for them to make whatever piece of clothing you want. I actually have a guide set up that shows you how to set this up to be kind of automated after you get it going. Go to exclamation guides. There's a clothing guide in there. There's actually 2 of them that are pretty straight to the point. But long story short, for clothing, it's a tailoring bench. And for the first kind of tiers of armor, it's a machining table. Well, unless you're talking about plate armor. And then next to the fabrication bench when you get to power armor. And all of it requires research, of course. How does our ideology feel about bionics? They don't care about bionics, good or not. What concept of tile economy seems strange to you? Door Fortress has methods of putting hundreds of items in one tile. Cause no issues. Yeah, it would be nice if we could get some kind of deep storage. Another bulk goods trader. Oh. Are those rotted? I think they are. Oh yeah, they're slightly desiccated. It's unfortunate. We'll still go to trade with them though. Man, we were looking for bulk goods for so long. Now all of a sudden, 2 in a row. Where were you guys earlier? Ah, we got some more. We got some more human leather for them already. All right, components again. Yep. We're making some serious progress today. Space is supposed to be precious in this. Yeah, just a design choice by the developer. There's lots of weird ones. Yeah, there are mods for like deep. There's always a mod. If you want some kind of like quantum or deep storage or whatever. Mad Ibexes. How many are we talking here? Mass animal insanity. 4. All right, some shooting experience it is. Is this the first? Yeah, we're still on the first part of the Archonexus quest. Yeah. Well, can we put clothes in dressers? That'd be nice. Yeah, Baron has a gun. Eclair does as well, yeah. Alright. Nice. Try to put a little table out here so they don't eat without table. That's not a big deal. It's -3. Rob, team to follow. Multiplayer. Welcome in. It's almost done. Woozy, can you get Baron up with convert yet? Sleeping. They sleeping. Down to 38. Conversion ritual now shares a partial cooldown with just convert. I wonder when they change that. Can't play without the allow tool. It adds a lot of good stuff, but if you're doing it only for allow everything, that's in the base game. You just right click on allow and hit unforbid all items. That is in vanilla, but yeah, it doesn't have things like vein miner or haul urgently or anything like that. Higher life for the dark mushroom people. It's going really well. We're just taking it easy, chilling, trying to make 5 god pawns, and then we'll continue on. Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, you can right click on allow or forbid to either forbid all items on the map or unforbid all. You can also right click on plans to cancel all your current plans without having to go like scrub them off. Multiple priest, yeah. You can do that from different ideologies, yeah. Fear Cluster, 2 Centipedes, 4 Lancers, 3 Pikemen, 3 Scythers, 1 Sunblocker. We can double up on our Sunblockers. It doesn't do anything extra. Proximity Mech Nodes, Mech High Shield, Mech Drop Beacons. Man, no power cells? Like, I really need power cells. Why aren't we getting Mech Clusters with power cells? Darkness plus plus. That's a pretty big cluster, though. Only a 1 star. So our wealth is definitely getting a little bit higher than I really wanted it to be, but... Sandstone Meteorite. Come on, Randy. Choose young pawns, restart. Have 2 in their 50s. I do, yeah. I try to keep everyone in the beginning under 40, ideally. So all of ours are relatively young. Double the darkness, double the fun. How's that art coming on? It's not coming along at all. Am I missing 1 through 6? Yeah. I really 6 is my favorite out of those. I played 6 quite a bit. It's been a long time though. You got lucky. You got 2 cells in the first year, man. I might do that. Yeah, I hadn't made any specific plans on doing the de-aging. What am I? Slate chunk. There we go. That'll help. Make this a little bit more efficient. Garudo, welcome in. Prime colonists and slaves can start a relationship. They can. It's annoying at the moment because there's no way to make a slave and a colonist sleep together. How do you DH pawns? It's a new mechanic. There's a biosculptor. Biosculptor is this device that once used, you can tune it to either heal something or reverse age, but it takes a lot of nutrients and it takes a long time. If you are transhumanist, the time is reduced significantly, but it takes a long time. Yeah, it's new ideology mechanic. And the biosculptors are very expensive, very power hungry, and they attune to the person that uses it, so another person can't use it for 60 days. Masterwork. A masterwork pew? I don't know about that, man. What's the wealth on that? 355. I don't know. I don't know if it gets rid of frail. I haven't tried it for that. I would think so. As far as I know, it can basically heal the same stuff that Luciferium heals. Just longer and no side effects. Why pleasure when you can heal brain scars? You get masterwork pews all the time. It seems like such a waste. We'll not have to try out the DLC. All right, are we ready for another colonist? I do want to kind of get up to 10, and if it's a bad colonist, we can sacrifice them. So, Masterwork Stool Club. In the 20-year run, we made so many legendary stools. There's a vanilla way to heal scars now. Yeah, other than Luciferium. So now there's Luciferium, there's Healer Mech Serum, and there's Biosculpting. It won't heal the age-related things. That's really weird. Someone was saying that it basically did what a Luciferium did. Luciferium can heal dementia and frail and stuff. It will only heal scars? That really sucks. And that's a long time just to heal a scar. Hey, Tree Waldo. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we'll just let those donkeys go. Okay. Do I have a legendary in this game? No, not yet. Then remove aging stuff. Won't grow missing digits either. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's also random scars. You can't like dictate if they have multiple that it'll heal the brain scar or chest scar or something like that. Man, this makes so little wood. It's really silly. Produce masterwork stools every day. Like clockwork. Hey, you stop getting some love and you make some food. Good enough. Can we slaughter bloops now? I haven't tried. Your stools are poor. Poor and awful stools. No consistency. Alright, the terror sculpture is done. Oh my. God, what have we made here? Timber shroom? No. Fibercorn and Nutrifungus. What is this thing? I'm not sure. Let's deconstruct that. No. They want it. We got it for them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do want to get up to like 10 colonists. Alright. Let's see what we get, I guess. Okay. Time for our ritual. It's time for the attunement of the depths. -2 seems weird to want. Here we go. That's wood that you only have to actively chop down and then. Especially low. Yeah. It's only being 2 is kind of crazy, but. Join in. 100% expected qualities. We have a 50% chance of an auto recruit after this. Tree Waldo, yeah, as long as you have at least 10 hours, you can check exclamation hours if you want. As long as you have that, you can post links to it. Yeah, I don't mind. Any key tips on playing Wealth Independent? Rush to get money. So the thing that I learned playing that one, especially if you're doing like a hard difficulty or negative brutality, rush to get money to buy stuff, to make allies, to buy gear, to buy slaves, or whatever. I went and mined out all the gold on the map immediately, planted drugs in like the first few days. Like I ended up having to rush, like pop open your Ancient Danger, rush money on those Wealth Independent playthroughs, try to get ahead of the curve. Once you're ahead of the curve, it's easier than a normal playthrough, but until then, brutal. Speech doing things? Speech has a chance at positive mood is all. Kermit Zilla, thank you for the follow. I think you can get inspirations from the speech as well. The Last Night, thank you for the follow. Very spooky. Boring. What, it had 100%? Oh, we got unlucky. We actually had a -1 mood for 6 days. Well. Boring. Worst attunement to the depths ever. Whatever. And more skulls. I mean, it was 100%. It was 100%. Expected outcome, 100% positive. Boring. I gotta wait 20 days. We have another one that we can do too, but. 71% chance to convert. Let's do it. 71. We failed the 100. Let's hit the 71. 15% chance of that happening? Yeah, it sucks. Bring them in. Lay them upon the altar. Food just laying everywhere? Yeah. It's fine. Effective conversion down to 13. Nice. Nice. Oh, there we go. There we go. They are converted. Nice. Welcome in. And if you really want to push risk reward, kill every tribal visitor that shows up and butcher their bodies for leather. Yeah. Killing all the tribals, angering them, so they're easier raids too. Yeah. We're actually doing that in this playthrough. So 100% just change what the selection of results will be. I think so, yeah. There's always going to be a chance at failure. It doesn't mean it's 100% guaranteed. It shows you the listing of the different possible outcomes. So, higher chance for the positive outcomes, but still get the base chance of it being crappy. Unfortunately. What do we need to make some drums here? We need wood. Maybe I should have bought some wood from that bulk goods trader. Seems silly, but... Alright, next step, we're going to make an actual prison down here. That we can use for future. I think that should still be good, hopefully. I'm a little worried about this, but we'll have to wait and see. Wait and see. That's why it's going to take them a while to escape. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah. Okay. Now we're just kind of waiting on the fabrication. So make them reconsider rating. Oh, guinea pig self-tamed, immediately died to a bear. Oh, and all the animals are running around. Oh man, that bear's just going ham here. Haha, get it going ham. He's killed a pig. We're getting timed out again. Eclair can't really do anything other than kill. Confinement prison is the large barracks prison. Yep. Yep. Like that pun? Just shake your fist at me. His buddy, Raven Bear killed him, I know. No honor among pigs, apparently. Digging all day long. Oops. It's pig eat pig world out there. Mining speed's pretty good. It's pretty good. Take some more, please. Nice. Well, that went pretty fast. Look at all the chunks. Good lord. Slate doors, it looks like. We got here, attacking from multiple angles. They're actually preparing. Ooh, how many we got there? 21. 12. Why is it all melee again? Oh my lord. This all melee thing is what's really hurting us. I'm gonna have to set up a burn tunnel or something. The Lyra tribe. Oh, these guys are angry with everyone. I'm gonna burn them with no wood. Yeah, that's a good point. Good luck. These guys are screwed probably too, but maybe they can take some of them out before they're overran. Just try shooting XP farm. With that many melee, they can run over the top of you before you can kill them all. Probably should just start getting stone traps up. Okay, they took one group out for us. Not a whole lot of them left, though. I'll probably lose these guys. Yeah, that's the thing. If they close the gap, we're kind of screwed. How you guys doing? Yeah, it's not gonna go well for you. Goodbye. That cost us 25 goodwill. The other day, that was the large map. I don't have that one. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, the best map I ever played? Oh, that's exclamation 20 seed. Exclamation 20 and then seed. We'll get you that one. That's the best map seed I've ever had, yeah. So no spaces, exclamation 20 seed. There you go. Okay. So Luke, welcome in. No, heap slow. You know better. Slouch Shark, thank you for the follow. Naughty. I think these ones are gonna get here before the others, so it should be pretty fine. I don't think we need combat command also. Yeah, there it is. What climate is that? It's also year-long growing, I'm pretty sure. Temperate year-long growing. It's a crazy map. Super defensive. Animatry is in an enclosed area. Like, it's just crazy good. We could have probably handled all three groups, honestly, with our shooting specialists. Oh well. Should probably save those allies for mechs in the future. I don't think the new prisons are done yet. It's all right. We got plenty of human leather that just came in that we can get back to those guys. Get our frightening blueprints. Clark, are you just a god? You're not bad, but you're no god. Tough, fast learner, plants. About to die. What about you? You're also about to die. Ironwilled Ascetic. Ooh, that's another good... We have a good Royal Pawn already. All right, we're going to execute for the mood boost. No. That's not what I meant to do. Execute. Did I... Someone else already on their way? Oh, yep. Players on their way. Cold snap. Do I want you? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see if you survive, all right? You're not going to survive the cold snap if we leave you out there, but... yeah. So back to losing the animatry. We just don't have a safe place to get our side casting up anymore. Tough fast learner is really good, yet. We'll just send them more human leather. That's right. Infection. It's gonna be cold down here too, but that's all right. All right, get that brought down. So they're up for prison. Actually, man, what's our expectations at right now? Sky high expectations on them. That's rough. Raleigh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Put a fire in there. Oh, if only I could. I have basically no wood. So. The map basically has no wood on it. We're growing some fiber corn, but slow going. Nice rhyme. Thanks. Wood, if only I could. We could use a mushroom torch at least, though. Might give just enough to where they're not dying of the cold snap, and then we can get rid of it afterwards. Another infection. Christ. One's in the torso also. Torso also. Look at all these rhymes. Yeah. Yeah, pretty slow growing. We can always extend it, but... Oh my god. She has 3 infections. You know what? I don't want you to waste all of her medicine on this crap. If she dies, she dies. Can tend to her, get some medical experience, but otherwise, just let her be. You rhyme unintentionally all the time, just like now. Wow. Let's see here. Smelt weapon. Set this up. Let's do forever. And let's see what we don't want them to do. We don't want them to... Monosword, Plasma Sword, Zeus Hammer, Persona Weapons, Assault Rifle, Chain Shotgun, Charge Lance, Charge Rifle, Doomsday, EMP, Heavy SMG, Incendiary Launcher, Minigun, Smoke Launcher, Sniper Rifle, Triple Rocket. There we go. So this crowd cleared out. Poet didn't know it? That's right. We need this wall down here done first. And... Oh, I'm already butchering people. Don't worry about it. Man, 350,000 welds is going to be crazy. Wild boar self-tamed again? Okay, you're getting we're playing the same song at the same time. It was simply meant to be. My goodness. Yeah, she's probably gonna die, but she dies, she dies. How long in the next festival? We got 16 days. Probably should move this storage elsewhere. Finally. But where? We can just put it in this barracks prison for now. Yeah, we'll do that. A little bit out of the way. Whatever. So Max, welcome in. Let's do the RimWorld streams, the tunes. It's such good music. For sure. Medical emergency. Oh yeah, I know. She's not long for this world. Sorry. How close are we to fabrication? We're getting pretty close. I should probably start doing ground penetrating scanners, because no telling when we're going to find something that we can actually get to. Why are we getting a slave ship? Can you walk? Probably not. No. Anyway, it's probably going to scan in places that we can't really drill, but it'd be nice to go ahead and start getting those scanned on the map. What can we sell to you? You do have components, so we'll probably buy that. And she's dead. She had like 4 infection or some crap. So that bionic heart, just in case. Woo, that looked like a big cluster. What do we got? Psychic suppressors. This is something we are going to have to take care of. Lancer. All right, we're okay. We're all right. It's out of week right now. Psych suppressor on what? The males? Okay. Alright, let's go back to that. What was your... It's false alarm. We're alright. Those organs really getting as good? Maybe you should have. Or sacrifice her. Good. Alright. So again, we might grab those components. We'll see. ABC, always buy components. I don't think I've ever regretted buying components. You have 2 heavy SMGs laying there. Smoke we might end up using. I think I'm done with the frag grenades. We still might use one though. Okay. You guys got any god pawns? No. No. Pretty good. They're decent. Trigger happy. No, it's fine. Turns are mostly blocked by walls, yeah. Yeah, we just gotta pull these to us. Still no power cells, just kind of ridiculous, honestly. We'll wait for marksman command to be back up before we take care of this. Oh, storms have arrived here. Hopefully it doesn't kick me off. 91 years old. I didn't even notice that this time. What? Vorosh carving? Did we make the wrong one? Oh, I made the wrong one. Whoops. So we actually didn't need that terror sculpture. I don't think so anyway. Let's check. No, we did not. Let's read the artwork. On this carving is a representation of Eclair, looking to the distance as Crab sprints. A sheriff watches silently to the right of the main scene. Thousands of cats appear to the left of the main scene. This image tells the story of Crab being killed by Eclair's artillery. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought we had done the right one, but... Okay, so when Eclair's marksman command is back up, we'll pop that Mech Cluster, fight that. Raids are replaced by mechs. If previously different type, do the raids just go down in numbers? It's a replace, yeah. If you get rid of like all the other factions or only put mechs on. Torment the captain's a hideous sculpture. That's true. All right. Now we got the carving. Oh my god, that one's even worse. What is this thing? This carving shows dozens of sledgehammers. The image is bordered by thousands of lentils. What the? All that fits. All right. Dozens of sledgehammers and thousands of lentils. Great. Perfect. The symbol of my people. Fantastic. Turns out how often raids are that it picks a random faction. Yeah, so if it rolls a major threat, you know, pick from those major threats. They are weighted a little bit, but then the factions within the raid don't seem to be as weighted. Mushy peas. Yes, we did on this one, yeah. Powerhouse. Well, the max turret's affected by darkness. We haven't actually looked, yeah. Would it actually tell us in here? Let's see. Manipulation, sights. It doesn't appear to be. So. Lentils being smashed by sledgehammers. It's being disrespected. Wait. Dwellers require that Vorosh should be in a dignified room. These requirements. It needs 4 columns. Alright. My bad. I'll get right on that. Man, it's a -4. Wow. Sorry. There. Look at that. Destroying my sculpture by not having columns. How dare you disrespect Vorosh? Erecting the carving without the prerequisite 4 columns should be sacrificed. Oh, Warg is hunting the boar that we don't care about. Oh no. Not even marble? No, because we're doing all dark stuff. Slate. Slate black on black. Slate on slate. We should probably kill that bear. Hey, you guys want some hunting? Or, well, I mean, some shooting experience? Yeah, let's get some. That's enough. Ah, a little overkill. Yeah, it's slate. Slate calling. Yep. Slate on slate. Slate on slate. All right. You guys got this? I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Just a quick restroom break. You guys guide them to build those columns, all right? Don't let me die in the meantime. I'm counting on you.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And all the gasms that follow.
Good job, chat. You guys in chair took care of that the whole time. Proud of you. Ixum, I notice you. And enjoy your waifu, Ixum. Appreciate it. Chair did most of the work, to be honest. Oh no, our relationship. What's going on here? Are you guys... Oh god, I want to attack
Our
them.
modest fellowship expands. Praise the
Narcissus, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Narcissus. Got the same as tier 1, so thank you for the support. Very much appreciated. Okay, so I'm going to split this recording for YouTube. The stream is not going to end. We're going to keep going. I probably should have done that while I was in the restroom, but oh well. Sure, people at YouTube don't care about it. I'll remember. I will definitely remember to cut this out. So we got plenty of stream left, but let me go ahead and split this, and then we'll take care of the Mech Cluster.